Right, hello then everybody, welcome back to the Golden Sky. Today it is Saturday, the 27th of September 2025, and it is a somber episode of the match ratings today. For the first time, Liverpool have lost in the Premier League this season, the first time we haven't won a game in the Premier League this season, first time we haven't won a game since the Community Shield against Crystal Palace, who beat us again today 2-1. In heartbreaking fashion. I am absolutely gutted. I'm pretty fuming as well. We're going to get into all of that a little bit later with the ratings. But before we do start with the ratings, I do just want to say, if you are joining me here on YouTube today, thank you very, very much. It is really nice to have you, even with Liverpool losing. Thank you very much for coming onto the video. Please do drop a like, comment away if you agree or disagree with any of the ratings. This is a place to vent your frustrations as well as it is to enjoy when things are good. So let it all out in the comments, and do please subscribe to the channel as well. Let's try and get to 150 subscribers as we're on the road to 200. Would really, really appreciate that. Podcast listeners, 5-star ratings and reviews. As always, really appreciate you guys as well. So yeah, today we might have some rival fans, everybody. That might be the first time we have rival fans over on the channel as Liverpool have lost. So if we do, if you're a fan of a rival team, welcome, I guess. I do the same thing when United lose. I'm going to watch United's ratings and stuff later, reviews and the fan videos to cheer me up from their loss against Brentford. So if you are new, thanks for watching the video. I hope you enjoy this kind of angrier, rantier video as we get through Liverpool's players. And why not subscribe to the channel as well if you want to see more of my reactions when Liverpool inevitably lose more games this season. But yes, I did say in the preview it would not be a disaster if we lost today's game, like a disaster where obviously our heads have to roll and we're like, we're freaking out about not winning leagues, not winning Champions Leagues, all that stuff. But the way that we lost, the fashion, the performance, it's a real gut punch, isn't it? I can really feel it in my stomach when Liverpool lose. And this is not one of those channels, a football channel, where when the team loses that the host of the channel is secretly happy, AFTV, because yeah, I feel gutted. I'm absolutely gutted that we've lost it. And yeah, like I said, pretty fuming. So without further delay, let's get into the ratings. So let's flash up my lovely graphic here. About the best thing about these ratings today is the new graphic. If you haven't seen this, let me know what you think of it. It's the second time using it today, and we're starting with player in the team, a rare player today who played well. Alisson, you're the main fucking fella, mate. That's what you are, the absolute hero of the world. Without him today, I'm not even messing. It was 5-0 in that first half. It was ridiculous, the performance in the first half. We'll get to it gradually as we go through the video, but just to start off, I mean, Alisson makes 3 or 4 goal-saving saves in the first half. The one from Pino when Ratface squares it across the box and Pino hits it and he dives across his box like Iker Casillas, saves it. Unbelievable save. The one from Munoz when he's coming in from the other side this time. They cross the ball in. Munoz hits it. Brilliant save with his left hand, with his right arm, sorry. The ball goes to the left-hand post. Unbelievable save. I think one was Mateta maybe was through or something along those lines. Honestly, they bombarded us with chances in the first half. Mateta hit the post. Mateta hit one over. It was a shambles. It was utterly shocking, our performance in the first half. The defending, just horrendous. Some of the worst I've ever seen us play, and that's why Alisson was so busy for the first time really this season. He's had a lot to do. Palace completely destroyed us. And it was all down to the game plan. If Slot was on here today, yeah, bad from Slot today. And I've not said that about him very often. Even when we lost games last year, I think he got it massively wrong today in the first half. And I reckon he'll admit it as well in his interviews and stuff. We'll get to that a little bit later on. Let's focus on Alisson. I mean, a massive positive from today was that he played well. Nothing he can do about the first goal, at least. It's just ridiculous defending as per. And then the second one, I've not seen it back. I'll probably never watch it back ever again. That the Arsenal reject who's utterly shite scores. So yeah, fuming about that. Alisson, the only one with some credit I would say from that game. I'm going to give him a 9. I thought he was top class. and he's not so far off getting a 10. Like the PSG performance last year, it reminded me of a little bit. That first half was the sole reason why the game wasn't out of sight. It was frankly a fucking miracle that we were only 1-0 down. So you can thank Ali's God for that, maybe. Okay, Conor Bradley at right back. He was shit. Let's put it like it is. He was terrible in this game. And I'm probably, I would say, one of Conor Bradley's most... I don't know. I'm an advocate for Conor Bradley. I often think he plays well when people maybe think he played all right. I often think he played better than what people think. Today, shocking. I mean, the phrase stinker and hooked might get thrown around. That's what it was today. He was shocking. Would not cross the ball. Like, ever. And when he did, he crossed it two... Right, okay. Hold on. Just let me get composure here, right? 2 times in the first couple minutes, he goes through on the right-hand side. Okay, he gets chances to cross it. And he wellies it over it. I said to my family sat next to me, the giant from Jack and the Beanstalk couldn't have got his head on that. It went so high. It was ridiculous. And from that point on, he just refused to cross the ball in. Flat out refused to cross the ball in. Would not do it. How many times was he getting in good positions to cross the ball and he just would not cross it? It was driving me up the wall. He passed it out of play under no pressure. At least once or twice. The corner that Palace get that they do eventually score from, and I'm going to kick off about this because it's shit refereeing. It wasn't Humpty Dumpty today. It was some other fairy tale character, maybe the bloody 3 blind mice on VAR refereeing and 4th official today. I don't know how they don't see that. It's a blatant goal kick. Like, it's absolutely blatant. Even Mitchell, right, for Palace, the ball goes out and Mitchell goes, oh, because he knew that it was a goal kick. He gives the corner, they score. Okay, I'm not going to say that's why we lost, because we probably deserved to lose in that game. We should have been down more than 1-0 at half time. So I'm not going to blame it all on that, but the 3 blind mice, they're doing brilliantly as per. Slot gets booked for it as well. Brilliant. Bradley, just shocking. Like, so bad. He needed to come off. He did. We were better when he came off. He was just terrible. Defending, awful. I don't know. He was like asleep or something over there. Like, they were just switching the ball to the left-hand side, and he was like dawdling back. Run! Bro, run. What are you doing? I don't know. I don't even know what to give him. 2? Let's go with 2. Shite. Right, this fella. You have to laugh, because if you don't, you'll cry. In the preview yesterday, I read out Liverpool's team from 2014, the last time we lost at Selhurst Park, by the way, until today. Okay, I said in that team we played at centre-back Martin Skrtel and Dejan Lovren, right? I would have had Dejan Lovren or Martin Skrtel ahead of this buffoon, right? In that team today, 1 billion%. Because this fella, Ibu Konate, if you don't know, was atrocious. Utterly atrocious. It was as though he was a Mr. Potato Head figure, right? Just hear me out on this. And the little kid who had the Mr. Potato Head had put his fucking feet in the wrong holes. So his left foot was pointing, I don't know, this way, and his right foot was pointing this way, yeah? And he was all skew-if. It was a disastrous performance from Konate. The ball goes over his head. I said in the preview as well, key battle, Mateta v Konate, because I knew Mateta would target him. I just knew it. It was obvious, okay? He's not going to target Van Dijk, is he? He goes over to Konate's side. Mateta, right, he can't run, okay? He's a good player. He's effective. He can't run, okay? He dawdles over to the left wing. Palace hit the ball long. It's massively overhit, right? Massively. Konate's there. All he needs to do is turn around, right, and just run backwards and pass the ball to our goalie. What does he do? He's Mark Henry, got his fucking arms round the Palace striker, Mateta, giving him the world's strongest slam. What's he doing? What is he doing? Trying to body slam him into the bench. Gets booked, and he's there kicking off. It's a blatant foul, you idiot. What are you doing? Run back. Get the ball. Guys, seriously. Then there's the next one. He's there. He's got the ball at the back, yeah? As we did for most of the first half. Just dawdle him round, okay? He's like just running around in a circle like he's on the fucking Scalextrics track or something, and he can't move off the track, right? Until one of the Palace players comes over and just knocks him over and wins the ball off him, and they nearly score. What's he doing? I've called him this season earlier. After the first game of the season, I said he was like a tranquilized rhino, right? Well, tonight it was like a dead rhino, like a dead one. Like we'd got a dead rhino, right? And we transported it to London, plopped it in the pitch, and told it to play centre back for us. There was no tranquilization. That thing was out for the count. Yeah, he was utterly rubbish today, and I never do this ever. But he's getting a 0. He was a disaster. Not just like bad, he was an absolute liability. Every time the ball came near him, he was falling over his own feet. Trying to pass it, he's like falling over. There was one in the second half where they chipped the ball through. Mateta was offside. Alisson saved it again, as per. And he like flicked his leg up in the air like this to just try and block it. Every time it went near him, I'm not kidding, you were like, watch him here. And he was a disaster. 0 for Konate. He was dreadful. So bad. Right. Van Dijk, not much better really, but definitely not as bad as Konate, that's for sure. Tough one to rate him really, because we were so bad. Nobody deserves really anything good, really. But in the same sense, he wasn't a disaster. I mean, there was one clip actually where Van Dijk's got the camera's not on the play, and it looked like we were trying to play out, and maybe Van Dijk gave it away and they nearly scored. I don't really know what happened there, but maybe that was his fault. I don't know. What he just kept doing that was driving me up the bloody wall. He just kept hitting long balls, but not the long balls that we're used to where they go to Salah. They're right on his chest. Maybe the ones over to Gakpo, right at his feet. Just long balls, either to nobody or dead high to Florian Wirtz, right, who's 4'5". Okay, it's never going to work. I don't know what he's thinking. Bad. Too slow on the ball. Way too slow. Just way too slow. Like, as if they've got all the time in the world. Which we didn't have, by the way, because if you didn't notice, we were losing pretty early on. And it took us till the 85th minute to score a winner. And then even then, we were still shit. It's a winner, an equaliser. We were still shit after that. And they fucking scored, didn't they? So Van Dijk 4. He was crap. Right. Kerkez, well, he makes a massive mistake, doesn't he? A massive one. At the end, the ball's going to him. They basically give it to him. It's an easy giveaway from Palace. All he has to do is kick the ball with his right foot up the pitch, probably the game was done. What he does instead is a full 360 round the ball. Like a full 360, maybe he was on Scalextrics as well. Full 360 around the ball, kicks it out for a throw in. What are you doing, you utter pleb? Is he brain dead? Gives him a throw in. Have you watched any Prem this year? Every team takes long throws. Every single team. That's all they'll talk about, I'm sure. Swivels around the ball, kicks it out. Brilliant. Throw in. Well, maybe we can defend it. Can we? Bollocks. They obviously score. We had about 5 minutes of them going, oh, is it offside? Blatantly offside. Onside, sorry. Blato onside. It was like clear as day. Yeah. So that was sickening, to be honest. And it was sickening. It was a big mistake. Do you know, I actually thought first half, he had a little bit of intensity about him, which was missing from everybody else. So I'll cut him a little tiny bit of slack for that. And also, he was completely fucked. Because we played no left winger, so he had no one to link up with down the left wing, and no left winger to help him track back. And I said in the preview, Palace like to get the ball, and Munoz, I don't know if you noticed how many times Munoz was free down the right-hand side, because he's an unbelievable athlete, and he was just bursting into space over and over and over again. I'm not being funny. Everyone's like talking up Palace like they're the next best thing since sliced bread. Okay, they're a good side. They've been unbeaten for a long time. They're tough at home, but it's Crystal Palace at the end of the day. This is not Barcelona. This is not Real Madrid. This is Crystal Palace. We're supposed to be trying to win the league. Do you know what I mean? We were completely bossed in the first half. And Kerkez was a bit fucked over, so I'm going to give him a 4. No, scratch that. I'm going to give him a 3 because of his mistake. He was crap. Gravenberch, crap, to be honest. Yeah, shite. I don't really know. He'd get on the ball and then we just couldn't pass it forwards. could not pass it forwards. He went back to centre-back for a while. He was better there because the other fella playing centre-back was playing it like his feet were on backwards, like someone had stitched his bloody legs on back to front, like he was playing in jeans, like he was playing with cement round his ankles. Gravenberch didn't have any of that, which is good, but he was still not great today. I don't really know. I think he just didn't seem to be able to have any space to move forward. Palace's pitch is very small. They make it compact. It's good from them. They pressed him really well. They pressed us really well. I don't think we got the press right at all. Yeah, not going to spend ages on this because I've already gone quite long on the defence there. But he wasn't very good. He wasn't. So I guess 4. Gravenberch. Move on to McAllister, who again was woeful, just woeful. Like no impact on the game whatsoever, literally none. Non-positive anyway. Yeah, really struggling. I don't know. Like I said, there was no space. Gravenberch and McAllister, I actually felt bad for them, to be honest, because we played this whole idea was to play the box midfield, and I actually said in the preview that we might play box midfield as well. But I thought what we might do is start with the wingers, like a normal team, and end up with the box midfield with still a winger. But we didn't do that. We played without a left winger and had a box of Wirtz and Szoboszlai as 2 10s, and then McAllister and Gravenberch as sort of 2 8s. And basically the problem was McAllister and Gravenberch could get on the ball, but they couldn't get the ball into the 2 10s because they were both in each other's space, and that's where Palace wanted to defend. They were fine with us giving it to the wing, and oh, by the way, we could only give it to one wing because we had no one on the left one, and our right wing was full of Conor Bradley, who was dropping an all-time stinker, and Mo Salah, who we'll get to later, but it was hooning up the gaff like you wouldn't believe. So I actually felt a little bit bad for Gravenberch and McAllister. That said, McAllister didn't help himself out by being utterly unable to pass the ball to a Liverpool player. I mean, quite frankly, unable to. Has he forgotten that we were playing in white? Has he forgot? What was he doing? Every time the ball went near him, he'd pass it to them. It was incredible. I really don't know. I don't know what's going on with him. It's like he needs an electric shock or something. Somebody whack him in like a... What I don't even know. What gives you an electric... Put him on a trampoline, right? Get someone else on the trampoline. Rub their frigging hair on the trampoline floor, right? So he's got pure static in his body. And then let McAllister give him a big hug. Konate style. Give him a massive hug and electric shock him back to life. Put a defib on him, even if he's not having a heart attack. Honestly, he needs waking up. Stick him in an ice bath for like an hour. Honestly, longer than that. 2, crap. Szoboszlai. What I'll say about Szoboszlai is, it was painfully obvious, that we needed to put him at right back in the second half. Now, we were miles better second half. I mean, miles better. We completely wasted the first half. It was an absolute waste of time. We shouldn't have been in the game. We were lucky to be in the game, and we wasted the whole half of football. Second half, we came out and decided to play. And Szoboszlai was probably our best player overall in the overall sense of the game. Second half, besides Alisson, of course, he was probably our best player because the cross he puts in for Wirtz is a prime example, okay? We wouldn't cross the ball, okay? But finally, we get the ball. It's a little fake, inverted cross, like I said in the preview as well, that we'd look for to get at that back post. Wirtz makes a good run. He should score, okay? It's a brilliant cross from Szoboszlai. His corners were good. He should have had another assist when Konate, the fucking spoon, 50p heads it out of play. Oh, I missed that with Gravenberch. My bad. Too much has gone wrong. What's he doing for the header? For the corner? What's he doing? He's got an easy header. Free header at the back post. Just head it away, lad. And he heads it. He's facing this way, and he heads it this way. Oh, this way, guys. Straight to the 6-yard box, where that utter, God-forsaken rat scores again against Liverpool. Again. I said in the preview, I think we'll go 1-0 down in this game because we haven't done so far this season. I could see it happening. And I think I even said it'll probably be Sarr who scores. So maybe I've got some sort of mystic powers, or maybe it's just obvious what's going to happen to Liverpool. Because this Ismaila Sarr knob just keeps scoring against us I hate him with all my being. I absolutely hate him. I hate him. I hate how slow he walked off the pitch. I hate that he's distracted me from talking about Szoboszlai. I hate him with all my might. Szoboszlai was alright. He wasn't very good, but he was alright. I appreciated the intensity he brought to the game because he was the only one who seemed to be running with any sort of level of intent required for Liverpool in that game. And it's worrying to me a little bit that he and we look best overall when he's at right back, okay, and our two right backs are not on the pitch. I'm not sure what that means. I'm going to give him a 5. Someone who definitely won't be getting a 5 is Mo Salah. A 5 would be generous beyond belief for Mo Salah today, who was dreadful. Absolutely dreadful. I don't know if you've ever seen that meme. I think it's a meme or something, like a little joke that says, I think it says, "Go on, Queen or girl, give us nothing," or something. Or I don't even know what it is. I don't know what the saying is, guys. My head's gone. All right, my head's rolling down the road right now. It's gone. Okay, Salah was. Let me put it like this in simple terms. He was fucking rubbish. Let me put it like that. Rubbish. Completely useless. We might as well have not had him on the pitch. I love Mo Salah, right? I love him. He's one of Liverpool's greatest ever players. He's probably our 3rd best ever player, right? With Gerrard and Dalglish. He probably is. Today, he looked like our 3rd worst ever player, okay? Behind Andriy Voronin and Philip Degan. Yeah. He was crap. No effect on the game, as in, every time he got the ball, it was just the easiest thing in the known universe for them to get him off it. All they had to do was go near him and just like brush into him, and he was like, it was like his body was made out of paper. He'd just float away from the ball. You just give him a little push, and in the wind, his body would just float away, falling on the ground. The ball comes into him, he's just falling on the ground. Get up, use your strength, do something, put a cross in. So bad. Nearly gets our goal VAR'd off because he's being pulled and he throws his arms in the air again. It was so close. That how desperate were they to VAR that off, by the way? They were checking if it brushed these bloody hairs on his knuckles. It was ridiculous. He was rubbish. He was so bad. Didn't create anything. Didn't have a shot. Barely had a touch in the box. Yeah, useless. 1. Hang on, I can't even type on him. 1. So bad. Isak, completely without blame. And I mean that genuinely, not just because it's Isak and he's new and I'm like being kind to him. Completely without blame in this game. Do you know how many touches he had in the first half? Do you know how many? 6. And get this, one of them was kickoff. So 5, basically. And between his 5th and his 6th touch, there was about 25 minutes of play. I'm not kidding. And his 6th touch was him coming onto the halfway line to pass the ball back to our centre-backs. It was a disgrace. The whole team's performance today was a disgrace. And it was disgraceful how little we got Isak involved. Do you know how good this fella is? We need a goal desperately. We've got this fella up front. We can't give him the ball. Why wouldn't we cross it to him? Why wouldn't we cross him the ball? God only knows. God only knows why. He gets the ball one time, okay? In the second half. He's in the corner. Right in the corner, okay? He does a lovely little bit of skill, gets the ball back into the midfield and makes a run. Unbelievably makes a run. I know, guys, it's a foreign concept. Maybe some of our other players should try it every now and then to actually make a run. I mean, it's incredible how static we were today. He makes a run. Someone played in the ball. It might have been Gravenberch. God knows. I think it was McAllister, actually. McAllister played in the ball. The first good thing McAllister did all game. Played him a good ball. His first touch is immaculate. Takes it in his stride. It looks like he's ready to shoot. I think the defender just about gets a toe to it or toe to his leg or something, puts him off balance. But it doesn't faze him. He takes it around another player and then he's just falling down. He's just losing his balance slightly and he hits it wide. Listen, he should probably score, okay? He should probably score, but it was the best moment of individual play in the entire game. He almost created a goal completely by himself. It was a moment where you could see the brilliance of him, and it was the only time he got anywhere near scoring a goal because it was the only time he had the ball. So I felt really bad for him. He played longer than what we probably wanted to play him for, and that's because our other striker was a knobhead in midweek, and that looks a whole lot worse now, doesn't it, as well? I said that in the preview. If we don't win, it's going to look a whole lot worse that Hugo Ekitike was pretending to be Lionel Messi against Southampton. We could have done with him, couldn't we? Let's say it like it is, plain and simple. We could have done with Hugo Ekitike today. But no, he was at home watching because he took his shirt off. Like, guys, I'm out of energy for this. I'm out of energy for this one. So yeah, Isak's without blame for me. I'm honestly going to give him a 5. Like, he wasn't good, and he touched the ball so little. I can't give him anything more than that. But he nearly scored a goal all by himself, and he otherwise didn't get the ball at all. So I'm giving him a 5. Right, Florian Wirtz. Now this is tough for me personally. This is hard because I don't understand what's going on really. Well, actually, I do. I do understand what's going on. He's struggling. He's struggling to acclimatise to the league or to Liverpool or to all of it. Or he's out of form. I don't really know. And it's strange because in the Community Shield when he played against Crystal Palace, the same lot that we've just lost to. Oh fucking hell, we lost. What the hell? And he played brilliantly. He was our best player. He was man of the match in that game for us. He was electric. He was setting up chances. He was brilliant. I think he was stitched up a little bit. He's not a left winger, okay? Everybody at the start of the season in pre-season was out there online saying maybe he'll play left wing, maybe he'll play left wing. And I said the whole time he's never a left winger in a million years, and I hope we never play him there. Well, all you left wingers, left wing sayers, let's try him on the left. I hope you've watched that today, because although he wasn't playing left wing, he was sort of our left winger on the team sheet. And you can see how poorly that went. He's not a left winger. He's not fast enough or strong enough to play left wing. He's a number 10. That's where his strengths lie. And you actually saw it second half. Immediately, he was getting on the ball more in more dangerous areas. Okay, it doesn't quite work for him yet. Nothing's coming off for him. He's getting a little bit unlucky as well, I think, at times. He should score one as well. The good cross from Szoboszlai. He should bury it. It was an effort straight at the goalkeeper in the end. He should score. But, yeah, first half, ineffective. Completely. Didn't really know where he was supposed to be. He was popping up all over the place. I don't think the Liverpool players knew when to give him the ball and when not to give him the ball. It's disappointing. He gets subbed off again when we need a goal again. Chiesa comes on and scores. Like it's just a catalogue of errors at the minute from Liverpool. Yeah. So for me, it's a 3 or a 4. Let me look and see. Yeah, it's probably a 4. Looking at Kerkez makes the massive mistake. He didn't make a massive mistake, so it's a 4. Okay, Gakpo, thank fuck he came on at half time. That's all I'll say. He should have started. I don't know why we didn't start Gakpo, to be honest. And if you're not going to start Gakpo, start Chiesa, start Rio, start a left winger. Anybody will do. Start bloody Lazar Markovic for all I care. As long as there's somebody on the left wing. Asymmetrical formations just don't exist in football. They don't exist. For a reason. This is why. Okay? He came on, and whilst Gakpo was not great, let's make it nice and clear. Gakpo was not very good in this game. He wasn't amazing. But what he offered us was the pitch became so much bigger. We had different options. We could move the ball from one side to the other fluidly. Okay, he put some crosses in. Thank God he put crosses into the box. He's another body there. He's strong. He gets up in the air, right? It helped us, but obviously not enough. Obviously not enough. And it's gonna eat me alive all weekend that we didn't win that game and that we actually lost it in the end. If we got the draw, I could have stomached it. Okay, we take the draw. We were lucky to get the draw, but we obviously don't. So Gakpo, there's not much else to say really. I'm gonna give him a 5. He didn't affect the game enough, but he helped us, and so for that reason, I think it's a 5, which is apparently a good score today. Jones came on. It was a bit random. We took McAllister off, but I think that was mostly because McAllister was just shit. Jones came on. Listen, I think it summed it up today, really, when Jones had the ball. I think it was 93rd minute or something, right? It's 1-1. We're desperately trying to push for a winner. Jones has the ball in the middle. Okay. Gets the ball. Here he is in the middle of the pitch. No one's near him. Gets his bloody binoculars out like he's bird watching. Yeah, sat in the bushes for 10 hours. Looking for a bloody red-crested feather beak, right? looking around like this. Who can I pass it to? Who can I pass it to? Or what I'll do is I'll just take more touches. Passes it straight out of play. I could have throttled him. Honestly, I could have throttled him. And who knows, if he doesn't do that, the whole next 4 minutes are different. Maybe we don't lose. It's the butterfly effect. You can't look at it like that. I actually think he helped a little because other than that pass, he passes it to Liverpool players more often than not, which is just concept McAllister's yet to master this season. But let's be honest, he wasn't very good, was he? Like, no one saw Jones coming on and was like, "Get in, yes, this is what we need. This will help." Yeah, 5. Okay, Chiesa. Right, I thought he saved us again. He's becoming a little bit of this type of player, isn't he? Sort of the Divock Origi, Darwin Nunez, like bring him off the bench, he's going to impact the game type of player. And he does it again today. He does his job. You got to say he did his job. He comes on. He's in the right place at the right time. He scuffs it like fuck into the goal, but it goes in. So at that point, I thought he'd rescued a point for us, and it was party time in the away end with his song again. But then every time he got the ball, he just kicked it straight to Palace. So it was kind of annoying, really, that he did that. 2 times he had the ball in the last 6 minutes. Once it got played to him quite deep, and he just passed it first time straight to Palace in the middle of the pitch. And the second one, he's on the edge of the box, he picks it up, and he tries a first time ball over to Salah, who was like trying to run through, and he just massively overhits it out of play, and we lost the attack, and it's cost us in the end. So I've got to criticise him for that, despite the fact he comes on and almost saved the day again. Yeah, I can't be fuming at him. I really can't. I think he should have played longer in this game. I think, honestly, I don't want to say he should have started, because what I generally mean by that statement is that we should have started with a left winger, whether that's Gakpo or Chiesa or Rio. But it would have helped if he did start. At least he has energy, you know. So 6. Chiesa. Frimpong came on. Fuck me. Wow, that was a performance, wasn't it? I mean, how often did this fella complete a pass? Carried straight on from Southampton, didn't he? Can he pass the ball? Have we seen him complete a pass yet? I'm not sure he can. Terrible, like woeful. Every single time he got the ball, he passed it to them. He even went so much as just receiving the ball, his first touch, controlling the ball, just controlling a pass along the ground to him gently. Professional footballer, okay? Controls it out of play behind him. It's laughable. It's unbelievable. You look at our team today, what we started. Just look at the players there. Where's my hand? Here. Look at the players here, right? Okay? If we could pick a team of how many is that? 16 players, okay, to play for Liverpool in a game, you're not getting much better than that. Sorry. I can't work out my camera than this. You're not getting much better than this. Yeah? We'd all dream of it. In the summer, we'd have all dreamt of it. If we played this team, you'd be like, oh, we're going to win 10-0 every game. But you can't win 10-0 every game if you play like shit and you don't pass the ball to our own team. So something's wrong. Clearly something is wrong. And Frimpong came on, he was rubbish. Like, straight up horrible. Just poo. Like, that, he was rubbish. So for me, it's a 2. Yeah. Harsh, maybe, I don't know, but I thought he was rubbish. And then Rio came on. I mean, Rio barely touched the ball. I'm not even going to fuck around with Rio. I'm going to give him a 6 and just crack on. It wasn't his fault at all. He's 17 years old. The fact he's even getting brought on in games we need a goal is frankly ridiculous at this point, despite the fact he has a lot of talent. And that's everybody. I mean, yeah, I'd like to maybe do Slot as well, just as a little end rating. I'm not always going to do the manager, of course, but I would just like to touch on him. I think today he got it wrong. The first half was as bad a performance as I've ever seen us under Slot. And look, We're still going to be top of the league no matter what happens. I actually think Arsenal are going to really struggle against Newcastle tomorrow. So it wouldn't surprise me if we're still 4 or 5 points clear of Arsenal by the end of tomorrow. But that said, it's a bad loss, isn't it? It's a bad one, especially when we got it back 1-1. Wasted a whole half of football. We played better in the second half, but not well enough to get the win or to get a point in the end. Listen, we didn't win 5 games in a row at all last season. Maybe we can equate this loss to the Nottingham Forest loss at the start of last season and say that it's a similar sort of start to that. And we still won the league. So it's okay. This is what I want to say to Liverpool fans. It's okay to be annoyed. And I'm annoyed, really annoyed, that we lost in the fashion we did to the rat Ismaila Sarr and the Arsenal reject, who never scores a goal ever. In the last minute, it's painful, and you're totally right to be frustrated. But what I would say is, don't say anything stupid, like thinking the league's gone or we can't win anything or we're just bad. Be rational, yeah. Be annoyed, be rational. And that's what I've tried to be here. This has been a frustrated ratings, very different sort of vibe to some of the other ratings you've watched this season. But that is the match ratings, and I hope that you did enjoy them. A bit of a different type. I hope if there's any rival fans, any United fans, any Arsenal fans, any City fans, any Crystal Palace fans, welcome to the channel. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you had a good laugh at our expense for a change. Hopefully it doesn't happen very often. But yeah, disappointing. Really disappointing today, wasn't it? You look forward to the game, and it's disappointing when you don't win it. So, yes, that's going to be it for today, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Please do drop a like on the video if you haven't done so already, and comment away as well. Subscribe to the channel. We are trying to get to 150 subscribers, and it would really help me out, especially when Liverpool put me in such a shit mood on a Saturday afternoon. Yes, that would really brighten up the day, I think, if we can get closer to 150 subscribers. Hope you have a good rest of your weekend. Try and forget about the mighty Reds. Just try and forget. Enjoy the rest of the games. Hope for a Newcastle win tomorrow. And yeah, just forget about it. Have a good Saturday night without thinking about this bunch of jokers to my right. But anyway, it's mirrored. It's weird. Yes. Thank you very much for watching, guys. I'll be back with a tactical video, unfortunately, on this game at a certain point. Until then, everyone, I'll speak to you soon. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.